timing and justice for, you say it.
Tortuguita is what I've been told. Yeah.
Yes. It's so hard for me to say, but it's very tragic. Thank you for being here tonight. Yeah. Good to see you.
If anybody has a lighter, we can light it up. We can pass these.
Switch it over here. I was going to say, yeah, we've done the other
Honestly, if everyone wants to, if you feel called to grab a candle, please do. We're just lighting them to kind of start the event, and for everybody to know also that there is food, there's drinks, and there's soup over here too.
So thank you all for being here. We figured we could start it because it's getting colder. And so we'd like to start off first with a prayer. We have some beautiful samadoras here out of Saudi Arabia that hold the smoke. And I'll let them introduce themselves. But I'd like for them to open up and start the prayer. And then we'll go into why we're all here. Thank you. And Amika Yala.
Can we call it?
What do you see?
She's so beautiful. So beautiful. Very good, baby.
Thank you, Tia. Beso con my abuelitos, the abuelitas, and all the ones that came before, and all the little ones to come. I pray for all those, for all of us going through difficult times. May we find the strength, the support, the compassion, the food, the water, the shelter, and the justice that we need to make it through. Each of us deserve our human right of respect, our human right of thriving. And yet we're here for another fallen one. We're here for another one that has been called home at such a young age when they were trying to fight for what is authentic justice, both for the biosphere and our community, because they're both connected. So I ask that all of you learn in a way that you can hold the legacy proudly, but still be gentle and compassionate with yourselves, because this is a war. It's a spiritual warfare too. We do need to support each other, and we might not always agree with each other, but we need to be able to stand with each other. So I ask that each of you remember to hold these types of fires and this light in the way that we're holding this vigil tonight, with that respect and love for one another, because love is work. I thank all of you for being here in a good way. I love all of you in that way to work for you. And in every way that you need me, call on me. And any way that I can help in a way for you, please learn from me too. All the good out of it. Gracias por materializarme todo. Oh, you meet. Make. Do you want?
Oh, sorry. Yes, so I'm going to.
Oh my God, that's funny.
We're gonna open it up now, and we're each gonna introduce. There's 3 organizations here that helped put this together today. So I'd like to first start with our wonderful youth that are part of the Brown Berets. If you each would like to introduce yourselves, or if there's just one of you that'd like to speak, I will leave that up to you. But this is your space now to go ahead and share whatever you'd like to share, and also the reason why we're here today.
Okay, well, hi, we are the youth of the Berets. We came here to support and stand in solidarity with Atlanta, with Tortuguita, and to really just stand in community with each other, because this is something that happens too often, and now it's time for us to stand for our community who is across the other coast. We've just come together as a chapter because we were looking for community amongst other brown youth who are angry, who are upset, who are passionate about wanting to create change. And so we're hoping to create a community of healing here in this space, and also to step out into the rest of the community and our local community and see in what ways that we can support. We're honestly just really happy to be here and to be able to hold space for all of us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Okay, next I'm going to have Mazi introduce themselves. Mazi is a part of the International Indigenous Youth Council 5280 that I helped start here from the big organization, which is the International Indigenous Youth Council, that started at Standing Rock. We started as a grassroots organization, and then I helped turn it into a wonderful nonprofit. Just kidding. And then I also helped just recently dissolve the nonprofit, as the youth have requested that they go back to grassroots. And those of you that are in nonprofits totally understand why I did that. And so I'm here as an adult mentor for the youth. And so I would like our youth to speak, as I don't want to speak for them, but take it away, Mazi.
Hi everyone, my name is Mazanaigan Wolf, you can call me Mazi. I really want to thank Meek and Tomas for getting me involved in this, as well as my cousin and their partner. I want to thank the Brown Berets for being a big part of putting this all together. And I just want to thank everybody here for coming together and making a space where we can really respect and honor a fallen warrior. because this is a war. It's and this is they were a hard fighter, and it's tough to see them go down. But we need to use it as motivation to fight and go hard. And it's just, I know they're happy to see what we're doing here, and they're happy to see what's to come. So thank you, everybody.
Sorry, baby duty.
Does anyone feel called to speak right now? This could even be your first time speaking in a space in front of others. Please let the fire kind of rely on it in that way. So just be true. Just speak what comes from your heart in this space. If you don't feel called to speak, just to be able to come to be out loud and smudge yourself off is completely fine too. The reason we call this kind of a spiritual warfare is because we didn't politicize ourselves. Our communities are constantly politicized in the spaces that we have to deal with each other. Half of our communities aren't even still recorded in the U.S. Census, and it's being really mindful that we're erased every day. So to be erased in this space literally is violence. It is harmful, and it does. I know that it hurts a lot of us to core at the type of work that we do, our communities that we come from. So please don't hesitate to learn our medicines and to learn other form of medicines to protect yourself. Because this hasn't ended yet.
How many years?
Huh?
How many years has it been since they come?
No
It
treaties
doesn't
never been
end.
honored.
I know, exactly.
Exactly. So since Columbus and Mexico.
Yeah, I'm going to speak. Hi, my name is Ian Tafoya. I'm really grateful that everybody's here. And I'm grateful for the people here who organized the D&D, who marched on the DNC together, pushing back on the destruction of the environment. I just want to make people aware that we just marched in the streets a few years ago, and the pendulum is already swinging back. I'm running to be the mayor of Denver, and they're already talking about crime and 400 more police officers and the destruction of our communities and the over-policing of our communities. It's only been 2 years, and they're already trying to walk it back. And so I'm so grateful that everyone is here and united for this. And I want to make you aware of another fight that we have to fight for right now, and that is the Line 1 expansion. They are trying to triple the size of the pipeline to Suncor. Suncor, who can't even go more than 5 days without dumping pollution in our community. Their permits are coming. They're coming for us. The government's going to allow them to do it unless we step up. And I know the police state's real because I went to jail for singing at the Capitol against the Bella Romero Wells. 38 of us were jailed for singing. Meanwhile, the white nationalists can walk into our national capital and destroy and burn things, okay? We have to be working together. I'm so grateful to see the Brown Berets here. It reminds me of what my grandmother would talk to me about. The strength of the people to come together to protect ourselves. Because this is an act of self-defense. Our prayer is an act of self-defense. Our coming here now is an act of self-defense. And in the coming months, whether it's elections or on the line in Weld County, we're gonna need you. I work for a company called Green Latinos. We're partners with Women from the Mountain and all these other groups. We sat to change the laws for environmental justice at the state level, and yet they still are continuing to do it to us. I want people to be prepared. We have to do it in every place. We have to collect the signatures. We have to knock the doors. We have to sit in line. We have to pray like this. And we have to collect the signatures. Because guess what? Our elected leaders won't do it unless we do it for them. I'm so grateful to Renee for inviting me to this today. I needed this because every time this happens to someone, I think it could be me. I walked in the forest when they clear-cut forests for a coal company outside of Gunnison, Colorado, and a man rode up on me. And he said, "What are you doing here on an ATV?" And he said, "I'm bird watching." And he said, and I said, "I'm bird watching too." Neither of us had binoculars, and that was the first time in my life I thought a forest protector could be gone like that. So we don't go it alone. That's what I learned from going into the woods like that. We don't go it alone, we do it together. We have to call in all four directions. I love seeing different groups of people here. Black, white, yellow, red, elders, youth, we know the answers. That's all I really have to say. I'm so grateful and saddened by the loss of life for someone who only wants to protect the trees.
I'd like to say some words. Hey everyone. I'm Grant Martin. I am a member of the Denver Communists, and I want to use this time to just talk about my perspective on what we need to do to put an end to this, because it's absolutely just fucking disgusting that excuse me if I'm mispronouncing his name, that Tortuguita was murdered for being a peaceful protester, defending the forest and fighting for all of us, for our planet. And then they have the nerve to label him and the forest defenders besides him as domestic terrorists. Some fucking hypocrisy coming from the fucking police who killed. Oh my god, I can't even get into it. But I think we all have some idea of how fucked up they are. But if we want to put a stop to this, we need to stop relying on the Democrats and voting for a capitalist party, because every time we vote for them, they go on to betray us. They virtue signal. They tell us they give a shit, that they want to help just as much as they do, and then they go on and turn their backs on us every time, and support only those who want to, and support the bourgeoisie who only give two fucks about making a profit. And in order to combat that, we need to organize amongst ourselves and build a revolutionary, independent party that is led by the working class and by the oppressed. We cannot keep relying on the Democrats, on our government. They have failed us, and they will continue to fail us. And as long as they are in power, we'll have hundreds more of these vigils probably. How many more of them are we going to have before we stand up and do that? It starts now, and it starts with ditching them and organizing amongst ourselves, only ourselves. Excuse me, words aren't my strong point, but yeah, justice for Tortuguita, fuck the police, and stop Cop City. Thank you for letting me speak tonight.
Hello, everybody. Blessings. One thing I want to bring to everyone's attention is that we have spiritual duties. So I believe that I chose to come out here in this flesh as my soul to represent our people for justice. Because no matter the balance that we want to perceive, there's good and there's evil. So we have to go through things. Nothing happens for a coincidence. We are building each other better so that our children's children can be the light of the day. I don't want you to be led into misery, because you are heroes of this time. Like he said, we can't depend on the master's house. If the master's children are destroying his house, I don't give a fuck about that Capitol building. I don't give a fuck about the White House. What I care about is the trees and the land. We all are a part of the trees and the land, the mother. So we chose to be here to fight this fight. Don't be dismayed. Be strong. Stand. We are the power. Third thing I have to say, abolition is the only way. If you're trying to create another party, it's never going to happen. The master will never give you tools to defeat him. So abolition is the only way. The shortest route to abolition is constitutional convention. That's where, if we get our representatives of 21 states to vote against the current constitution, we can come together as a people and rewrite our constitution. But everybody's afraid of who might take that stand. But if we never go anywhere and take a risk, we ain't never gonna gain. So why don't we do something for real? I'm tired of theories of, hey, if we make these blocks and we build this bridge, maybe they'll look at us. Now fuck them, they can all burn in motherfucking hell. But I know I'm from heaven, and I know you guys are from heaven. So we must be in heaven's light. A godly man does not live in fear. The first thing they taught us was fear, because they're trying to manipulate us to be the tool. Fuck the tool. Abolition is the only way. Amen. Power to the people, Black Power.
Thanks, Vicky.
My name is Araceli Navarro. I am the daughter of Maria Eugenia Castaneda Navarro. And I just want to take the time to lift up Tortuguita spirit. I know there's a lot to say about this fucked up system, but I want to honor their spirit. I want to honor their heart. I want to honor their smile. I want to honor their connection to the earth. And I want to honor their love that they had. Because yes, we all have righteous anger, but the fire that we hold here can go either way. We can become the things that we hate very easily. And so I want to honor their spirit. And I want to lift their spirit up. I want to lift it so they can heal too. And they can be our guardian on the other side, on the spiritual side. Madrecita Tierra will continue. We're the ones that will die. But she will always be here. So she's protecting us. And she's holding us. So I want to sing a song for Tortuguita, to lift her spirit, to bring in that love. And I'm not one of those like spiritualists that's like light and love. I don't believe in that shit. But I want to bring in their love for them. So can I sing a song? Will you drum for me, please?
With that, I want all of you to think of joy. One word that brings you joy. Mine is my children. So children. And you. I'm going that way. One word that brings you joy. It could be anything. I took the kids.
Sharing food. Fight back. Rebellion. Change.
that brings you joy?
Dance.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Music.
Yes.
Friendship.
He took it.
Sunshine.
Dance. That's, I feel that.
Kids.
The community.
Culture.
Community.
Music.
The sun.
The sun.
2 words. Chosen family.
Aw.
Rubia.
Sid. Yeah.
Seeing all you young people here makes me happy. Brings me joy. Connection.
I also like to dance.
More dance.
My family.
What about you, baby girl?
Food.
Tacos. Tacos.
Mama, let's leave.
Aw.
Come on. That just joined us.
So I want to respect that. Like,
Good evening, everybody. My name is Daniel
I can-
Savila. Just wanna pray a few songs here. So thank you and bear with me a little bit. Shivala, yes, I'll go and sing. Shivala, yes, God, people can sing. Shivala,
unfortunately, a member of the community who doesn't want me to film because it's important for us to be here tonight. I'll step back and respect, but I do respect this community. Love this community. Thank you for joining us tonight. I love you all so much. I don't know why I can't cry tonight. I love you. See you later. Good night. View.
The first song is Colin's song.